Hi, and welcome back to this new video. I have some books with me that I would really like to recommend to all my girly girls there, or girly girls, every girl out there. And मेरे बालों को कुछ हो रहा है दोस्तों. Girly girls, suggest me some hairstyles as well. मुझे और कुछ नहीं आता. Let's begin. बहुत जल्दी जल्दी सारी बताना चाहूंगी. सबसे पहले A Room of One's Own. I think you have heard about it, and if you haven't, this book tells you how a woman who is to write fiction should have a room of her own to write. In essence, actually, a woman has to have freedom and self time or me time to actually figure it all out. So yeah, read this book. ये तुम्हें बताएगी कि कई यातनाएं हमारे हमसे पहले की आई औरतों ने सही हैं और क्यों we should be grateful that we are getting to study and क्या लिखा था मैंने the grave contains all that was mortal. Anyway, तो प्लीज रीड दिस. अगर मैं इसका एक कोट पढ़ना चाहूँगी, आई थिंक मुझे एक एक करके इसके सीरीज बनानी चाहिए शॉर्ट्स में टू मेक इट रीच मोर पीपल. तो मैं उसमें इसका वो कोट बताऊंगी. तो स्टे ट्यून्ड फॉर दैट. अ वेरी फैट बुक, बट यू कैन नॉट मिस इट. The Unabridged Journals of Sylvia Plath. I think as a woman, there comes a phase, or actually, your whole life becomes a phase where you are in love with Sylvia Plath. You realize that no woman understands you better than this woman. And this woman has felt everything that you are going through. The rage, the torment, the torture, the expectations, social expectations. She has been through all of it. And these journals just explain that she was just a girl like you. She's just a girl. But I think it is also very critical, very funny that we say she's just a girl. And nobody is ever just a girl. She is just a girl. But I think only girls will understand. Please read these to understand yourself better and her as well. Oh, I Who Have Never Known Men by Jacqueline Harpman. This book completely changed my brain chemistry in the sense it just messes up with your brain and it makes you question so many things about reality that you never thought were possible. All right. So read this. You will land into this fantasy, land this sci-fi kind of world, and you would realize the things you worry about, the things that you think matter, may not really matter. And it's just such a crazy read. Let me know what you think about this one specially, except for all of these that I'm going to talk about. Please let me, if you read this, please talk to me. Next is a very short, very hopeful read, The Old Man and the Sea. I read this book in the hopes that it is going to be a very, very hi-fi, very serious, very hard kind of read, but it's very simple, very hopeful, and so moving in strange ways. I would like to read this all over again, and it's just so beautiful and so light, so soft. Imagine your favorite person soothing you. This is what this book feels like. आई थिंक मुझे ऐसी बुक्स रिकमेंड करनी चाहिए, राइट? मैं क्यों समझाऊँ तुम्हें उनमें क्या है. बस आई विल हेल्प यू मेक यू फील व्हाट इट मेक्स यू फील. ओके, लेट अस टू अ यंग पोएट बाय रेना मारिया रिल्के. आई थिंक ये मैंने पहले भी वो करी है. फिर से वार्निंग आ गई, बारिश हो रही है दोस्तों, खतरनाक. This book is such a beautiful read. It feels like the writer is talking to you through those letters, and you would want to be that person. It doesn't really make sense, but it's so moving. It helps you realize that life is so beautiful and there is so much more in life except for the problems. So this book is telling you to keep on moving forward. It's telling you about so many different things, but especially that there's love, there's life, and that's all that you should think about. Okay, next is Circe by Madeline Miller. If you have read her the Song of Achilles, it's going to be just cherry on the top by reading this one. It's such a powerful read. As a woman, if you read it, you would find a better or a very, powerful reason to hate men. Not in the sense that you will go on killing them, but you'll realize that there's a reason you hate men at times. I'm not just talking about the luteal phase hate, but general hate with men, with patriarchy, with how you are actually also trapped in this man's world. But this book will give you hope, this book will give you power, and this book will be your companion throughout it all. It's just so beautiful and so powerful. I'm glad I read this book, and I'm glad this book exists. Next, we have The Bell Jar by Sylvia Plath. When we talk about womanhood, we cannot go without talking about Sylvia Plath's Bell Jar. It talks about social expectations that women have to face, that women are tormented by. The most beautiful analogy that is very popular through this book is the fig tree analogy, जहाँ पर Sylvia Plath बोलती है कि there's this fig tree, there are figs, and every fig is something that I want to become. कई सारे Pinterest पे भी pictures popular होते हैं कि one is actor, one is writer, one is teacher, one is something else, one is something else, and I want to become everything. I also want to have a husband, I also want to have kids, I also want to do something. But मैं यहाँ बैठे बैठे से उनको देखते जा रही हूँ, एक के बाद एक खत्म होता जाएगा, and that's it. It's just so beautiful and so haunting, but it's just womanhood. You will just feel so seen and understood through this book. It is also very sad, very gut wrenching, but it's your truth, baby girl. You will feel validated, which we crave, right? I know. Next is The Palace of Illusions by Chitra Banerjee Divakaruni. It's a crazy, powerful read. Listening to Draupadi from her own perspective, listening to her story, which is not Bechari but a very powerful one. It's all that I needed in this world. It's all that I needed after reading Mahabharat. Not reading, watching Mahabharat. I'll read it someday, but for now, it's amazing that we have this version. It's so powerful, so beautiful. We never realized that Draupadi could be this woman. We never looked at Draupadi from this lens. And I'm glad the writer created this creation, this art piece, this masterpiece to make us realize that there's hope behind those dark clouds. There's sun behind those dark clouds. Also, the most controversial and the most beautiful part is the love angle between Karn and Draupadi. It's just so beautiful. And Draupadi realizes who loved her at the end. Do you get the context? Actually, the context is there was this book, इरावती करवेज युगांता, वो हमने पहले सेमेस्टर में पढ़ी थी, और उसमें द्रौपदी और सीता का पैरेलल लाइफ दिखाया गया है, एंड वी रियलाइज कि सीता को क्यों माता कहा जाता है और द्रौपदी को नहीं कहा जाता है. इट मेक्स यू रियलाइज सो मेनी ट्रूथ्स अबाउट योर गर्लहुड, योर बीइंग अ वुमन, that you will be just baffled about the atrocities that this world is throwing at you, and you don't even realize it. So read this book and that book as well. I don't have it. I read it through library. Next is The Color Purple. एक बार किसी सीनियर ने सीली, सेथ इज फ्रॉम बिलवर्ड, मैं कभी कभी मिक्स कर देती हूँ इनको. So Seely को बेचारी कहा था, and she is not बेचारी. You will realize that after reading this whole book. This book has also won the Pulitzer Prize, so you know it's not for nothing. ये लिखी है सेकेंड वेव फेमिनिज्म की एक प्रोमिनेंट राइटर एलिस वॉकर ने, एंड it's about a woman who goes through 40 years of domestic abuse and actually toxic relationships to realize that she deserves better. To realize her self-worth, she explores her sexuality, and she becomes this independent, powerful, self-made woman at the end. And it's a very hopeful read about so many other themes as well. Sisterhood, spirituality, colonialism at that, and it just opens up your minds in strange ways to so many different things, and it makes you more mature and more understanding of surroundings, and not just external surroundings but also inner. Read this. Okay, माई ईयर ऑफ रेस्ट एंड रिलैक्सेशन, ये बुक मैंने बहुत पॉपुलर चल रही थी इसलिए खरीदी थी, एंड पहली बार ही मैंने कहा व्हाट्स गोइंग ऑन, इट वाज सच अ नंबिंग रीड, माय माइंड वेंट ब्लैंक एंड नम व्हेन आई completed it. But I think the pain, the misery of girlhood, the phase that you don't want to do anything and you just want to, uh, uh, this book talks about it. And it's just a woman who is going through loss of so many things, family, and she is very privileged, but she is going through so much pain, so much misery, and it just shows her journey throughout it all. And it's a very slow numbing read, as I said, but also really sad, but in a sense that it validates your misery. It makes you feel okay to feel sad. I hope you get it. And it's just very crazy in a sense, very absurd, very strange in some sense, but you will feel seen and very related, not related, very seen, and very, it would be a very relatable read during your misery. So when you're sad, when you're going through the worst, that phase of your life, read this. It will help you feel better. Or not. It may feel you more sad, make you feel more sad, but it will also help you realize that it's universal. She's also going through it, so you will also move on, overcome it. Okay, now some Hindi ones. Nirmala by Premchand. It talks about a woman's misery, and I don't mean in a sense that every woman is going through it, but it opens up your mind to the misery that so many women have went through. The dowry, the old social expectations, the stereotypes, the misery that so many women have faced in the past. You realize that to become this woman who is so privileged, who is getting to get education, who is so privileged in so many sense, in the sense that you have so many choices, not so many, but you have a chance. You are kind of opportunistic in this sense that you can choose your own future, you can create opportunities for yourself. But there was a time, there was a period when that did not happen, and this woman's sad, heart wrenching, gut wrenching story will help you feel more privileged and more in power. So don't let that power go to waste. And after reading this book, let me know how much you feel as though you have to pay back to these women. You have to pay back to these women who created, who paved this path for you. Okay, next is another sad, gut wrenching story, Pinjar by Amrita Preetham. This story is about partition and a woman who has to face the atrocities of society because she becomes the site of violence. This book will help you understand how every war, every fight ends with a woman's loss more than anything. A woman is at loss more than any person on this planet when anything like that happens. The atrocities of partition on women and also on society. Read this to realize that you have so much more power than these women. You are so much more privileged. So stop whining and stop crying. I don't mean that our misery, our problems, our sadness does not matter, it's not valid, but simply that these books make you realize that it's all universal and you cannot give up. You are better than that and you can certainly survive all of it. Oh my god, this book completely like fucked up my mind. There's a page on Instagram, Letters to Your Love. It's been my favorite page for the longest time. I saw some quotes from this book there and I realized that I have to read this book. Wherever these quotes are from, I have to read this books, and I got my hands on this and it just changed my whole life. The most important part about this book is that after reading this book, you start looking at your mother as a girl. You realize that your mother is not just your mother, but she is also other relationships out of your relationship. That she also have siblings, mother, father. She was also a child once. She also used to dream like you. You start seeing your mother as a person and not just as your mother. So very important in that sense. I think everybody should read it. And last but not the least is Everything I Know About Love by Dolly Alderton. This book, oh my god, I had very little hopes from this book, or at least I thought it is going to be a novel kind of, but it's like a memoir. Memoir. What? You know what I mean? You don't? This book just makes you feel like someone has just read your journal, but in a good sense, ki they know what you feel and what you are going through, and then they are giving you a hug because they now know what you feel. Are you getting me? As a woman, I think you should read it because most important, most beautiful quote of this book is that everything I know about love is through my female friendships. And I think nothing can help you understand this book better than that quote. But it's also really funny, very um, very validating in the sense that it makes you realize whatever you have gone through, those stupid, embarrassing things that you have done are completely valid. It's okay. You are just a child, you are just a teenager. It's okay. It feels like it's a heart to heart talk or conversation with your best friend. And yeah, you should read this book. This is it. I think कुछ ज़्यादा ही किताबें थी, but मेरा मन था कि मैं I'm a woman and I think I should dedicate more of my energy towards women. So these are the books that women must read and I think will enjoy. But let me know if you don't. Let me know if you have read any of these books and if you have any recommendations for me now, because I would also like to read your recommendations. Let's be friends through recommending books. And that would be it. See you in the next one. Bye bye. Namaste.